couple of Tennessee football players were involved in a barroom brawl last night, and today their future with the program has been altered. This was the scene last night outside of Bar Knoxville, where two Vols landed themselves in jail, and an off-duty police officer ended up in the hospital. Sophomore defensive back Darren Miles Jr. was charged with assault, resisting arrest, and evading arrest. Miles Jr. has been permanently dismissed from the team. Freshman wide receiver Derek Rogers was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. No word on the future of Rogers. Two other football players, defensive tackle Marlon Walls and linebacker Greg King, have been issued indefinite suspensions. Head coach Derek Dooley didn't waste any time reacting to this news, but he wanted to clarify his actions when he spoke to the media earlier tonight.
What is important is to know that just because I have suspended somebody doesn't necessarily mean they broke the law. It's no different than any day-to-day issue where we deal with discipline and behavioral issues.
Now, a written statement from Derek Dooley was also released today. It is a privilege, not a right, to be a member of the UT football team. The most important responsibility of that privilege is to properly represent this institution and our supporters on and off the field. Dooley was disappointed by this latest setback, but used this opportunity to focus on the progress he is making.
There's been a lot of positive things happening in our program in the last few months, and a lot of positive changes in our culture internally with some of our players, with our team, and we're not going to let this incident ruin the positive changes that are happening.
Well, moving on, a current NBA star was back in town today, and the Preds give back to the community. All that and more as sports continues.
I was just completely freaking out.
He broke into her home, catching her in the weakest of moments.
I was naked. I was in the shower, completely vulnerable.
As she hid and available on demand from Comcast Digital Cable.
Former Tennessee Mr. Basketball and Portland High star Corey Brewer was back in Middle Tennessee this afternoon. The Minnesota Timberwolves guard was back in Portland for his annual free basketball clinic. Over 100 boys and girls participated in the camp. For Brewer, it's just his way of giving back to his old community.
I always love coming back home, but it's just fun. I think I just love to interact with the kids, like to see the kids growing up, and, just let them know, you can make it no matter where you come from. Even though Portland's a small town, it's a great town to be in. You can make it.
Yes, you can. Well, the Nashville Predators took a break from their development camp and were also able to find some time to give back to the community as well. 4 local charity stops were on the schedule. One of the biggest was at the Bellevue Inline Skating Rink. Now, the rink needed to be rebuilt after flood damage wiped it out this spring. Over 30 Predators prospects took part in today's activities, including Brentwood native Blake Jeffreyon.
So we all wanted to, come out here and help out the community and give back a little bit because, all of us guys, growing up in our careers, we've always had people sacrifice things for us, and whether that's through hockey or off the ice or in school or whatnot. And, a lot of people have sacrificed, their time and effort for us. So, it's one of those times where we can give back to those people and to the flood victims here in Nashville.
That's nice.
Good to see Blake out there. And actually, Blake is going to be our guest Sunday night on Sunday Sports Central. So
terrific.
Get
We'll
to
be
learn
looking
more
for
about
that.
him.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mike.
How's the weekend looking? Right. Well, on radar, we still have a few showers, maybe even a little thunder out there, especially down in northern Alabama. It looks like as we move on.